Living my bucolic life, free healthy city strife. Horses, chicks, and dogs, they are my neighbors. I cook and sew and spin, and move the horses into the barn. Then time to move them out again. Red barns, green pastures, beautiful white houses. The view I see each day when I arise. This life pleases me, as it is plain to see. I'm living my bucolic life.
Hello everybody, welcome back. It's been a while. And it's extremely cold and very snowy outside, and I've been working on a project, and I thought I would turn the camera on. I know it's been forever, and so why not, you know? Basically what it is I have been working on knitting this is a hood, okay? And I used a merino wool yarn that I spun, so it's nice and, you know, merino-ish. And it's got this hood, and it's got like a built-in scarf that goes around it. Okay, and this is, if you're interested in knitting, you know, this isn't a knitting channel, but basically I took on Ravelry.com, you can download patterns. This is a drops pattern for a hood, and then I kind of modified it just a little bit. But that's what it is. Okay, it's a free pattern. But what I want to do, because the hood, it's not really fitted. It's, you know, it's lovely and drapey, but it's not fitted. And I really want this to be warm. So I am going to try to line the inside of the hood with this, which is a Sherpa fabric. It's not real. It's, you know, it's a faux fabric, but it's super cozy, very warm. It looks like suede on this side, looks like sheepskin on this side. And I want to put that inside of the hood part just to give it a little extra, you know, warmth. So I think the snowplow is coming up the driveway, so the dogs are barking. So let me go ahead and turn the camera down, check my battery levels, and we'll get started. Okay, so just a couple quick thoughts about this. First of all, I think that I can do this because my hood part itself does not need to stretch, okay? If I was going to try to do this on a stocking cap that needed to stretch to go around my head, I'm not sure that it would work the same way. But because this is plenty big, I can feel confident going ahead and lining it because this is not going to stretch, okay? So that's my first thought. And my other thought is I only want to do the hood and not the scarf part. So this is like the selvage edge of the fabric here. And this is just a piece that I had already cut off. I know fitting everything on the table and the camera is always a problem. But I'm thinking hand stitching this is going to be the way to go, first of all. And also, I'm just trying to debate how to do this best. I believe I'm going to cut a piece longwise. So let me go ahead and get this folded in half here. I have plenty of this. I bought it years ago, kept it on the shelf. So I'm just going to line up my selvage edge down here on this little folded part. Okay. So cozy. All right. Is that working for us? Maybe, maybe not. So if this is a fold and I want to use that fold to my advantage and kind of put the back of this hood where that fold would be. It looks very round. Technically, when I knitted it, this is a rectangle up on top, and then it kind of worked around and down, and this should be straight, but because this is kind of like a ribbing part here, it cinches it in and makes it look nice and round. So I'm going to make my hood lining round also, since that's kind of the finished look here. So instead of the actual original size, again, I want it to be kind of smooth in here. So if I place my selvage edge so that I have, maybe about 3/4 of an inch down here, so you can see if this is where that is. And because this is knitted, you know, I've got some give to it. There we go. I have about, from where I want it to end, about 3/4 of an inch, so I have a little bit of wiggle room, okay? And I am just going to get a piece of chalk here and about, a regular seam allowance-ish from the edge here. Draw a bit of a line. And it's not very visible even to me. So let's do that again. This is a washable marker, so that's not a problem. Okay. So if that's the case, I'm actually going to leave this extra on here. I'll even this out because I might want to fold that over and make a nice little edge here. So with that, let me go ahead and get this cut. And I'm going to try to cut it with the 2 layers together. See how it goes just on this little corner, if that's even possible. Yeah, that's going to cut really well. So I'm going to trim this little extra off here and then follow that line around, and that'll give me 2 layers. Okay, so now that I have that cut out, what I am going to use my machine for is to stitch this together. So I'm going to kind of try to fold it so that, or clip it so that my edges are matched up best you can, you know. And I did just clip faux fur, so there's a really good chance I'm going to be making a mess here with little things flying around. That's okay. So let me go ahead and flip this, and then I'm going to sew it with my sewing machine all the way here. I'll probably just do a 1/4 inch here and down here, so I have that nice big curve just with a straight stitch. Okay, so I just wanted to show you, I am holding it together pretty stiffly with my fingers because it's going to want to shift back and forth. So again, it is lining, so doing the best we can here. But it is sewing pretty well. So I'm just going to finish this all the way down. Okay, so it's not the prettiest job, you know, but if I flip it, I'm going to have this part visible on the inside, and I think that's pretty good. So let me go back to my table and we'll get it set in. It's been so long since I've done this, I forgot all the fiddliness of sewing with a camera and adjustments and things, you know. Anyway, the selvage was the bottom. This was the top. Let me clip this extra little thread here that I didn't at the machine. Okay. So I'm going to line up my little seam with the top of my hat here. And again, remember this was longer. So if I fold it like that and just put a clip, we're probably gonna be making like a bunch of adjustments as I go. But for right now, it's just to get started. And I'm guessing it's about a 2-inch roll here, just to give me something to hold on to first. Okay, so since this is on at this point, the only other part that I'm going to be sewing is down at the bottom. The rest of all this I'm going to leave in 2 separate pieces. So I'm going to try to get this bottom part here folded under just a bit so all the uglies are tucked in. Actually, that's just foam stuff. I can pull that off. But tuck that in just a hair and set that at my center back, which I have a little yarn hanging there so I can see where it is, right here. And I think these I'm going to need to pin. So I'm just going to put one pin there. I need to pull this foam stuff off. Turn that under just a bit. If you can see, I don't even know if this is going to make sense or if anyone is going to even be interested in something like this, but hey, it's winter, you know? So I'm pinning this front corner down, the center down here, and this other front corner again. Pull off the selvage. I have a little bird feeder in my window up here, and I just filled it up because, you know, it's terrible weather outside, and the little birds are just having a fight in there. I'll see if I can turn the camera over, but it's really kind of cute. I don't know if you can see because it is kind of fogged up there, but we've got a couple cardinals that just keep fighting each other, so that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I've got this part pinned, and I'm actually thinking this is going to work out really well. What I'm going to do is just get like a quilting thread that's, you know, the off-white, so it'll kind of match with it. And just by hand, what I'm going to try to do is just whip stitch it, starting in the center back out to this side, and center back out to this side, just to get that secured. So I'm using a double thread. I have a knot down here. I just put it under some yarn, and I'm pulling my needle through that loop to get it started. And again, I'm going to kind of tuck in as I go. Take a little stitch. I think if I put my hand underneath here and curve it, I'll have a good little guide to go by. So I think if I put a stitch like every 3/8, you know, 1/4 inch to 3/8 of an inch apart from each other, that'll be good. Again, not going for perfection because this is craftiness at its best. But if I ever do need to remove it to clean this thing, it's going to be pretty easy to do that. And I'm sticking my needle up far enough into the Sherpa because I've got this selvage stuff here that I can make sure that it's going to grab something. So there you go. And see, it's kind of blending in there. So I like that. On the outside, nothing's visible. So I'm going to go ahead and finish whip stitching it all the way down on both sides. Okay, so I just got that done, and there was one thing I was considering on this. Oh, my camera does not want to stay still. Before I put the lining in, this hood was a bit loose around the face, and I wanted to make sure it was going to be tight enough that, you know, wind wouldn't blow in there. But since I just tried this on, just, you know, clipped on like this, and with the lining in, it's adding that extra bulk here, so it is nice and snug, which is great. Because what I was thinking I would do is, while this was like this, I could get a piece of elastic and secure it here, you know, take however much ease I needed out of it and put that in, and then stitch this down, and that would cinch it up enough, if that makes sense. So, like, pretend this measuring tape is the elastic I would use, and I would use a wider elastic, probably about this wide. This is 5/8 or 3/4 wide. You know, put it there, and then whip stitch around it so I could snug it in. But I don't think I'm going to need to. So, this is actually turning out better than I expected, fabulously. So I'm going to go ahead and whip stitch this outside edge all the way down, all the way around, And that gives a nice little frame around your face. I am so pleased with this. I just tried it on just to see how it would do, and I think it's pretty good. So if I need it tighter, I can go like that, wrap it tighter. I don't even know what this is doing to my microphone down there, but yeah, or looser, you know, go from the Dr. Zhivago vibe like that. So that's good. So I know this has just been a simple little quick thing, and I haven't made a video in forever. And I think the last time I was on here, I was teasing that I was going to do a video sewing together a quilted or a plaid bathrobe. And I did do that, but off camera, I was just not in the mood to turn the camera on. And so I'm going to try to get over that, and so hopefully this video was helpful for somebody. Sorry I've been AWOL for a while, but I hope you have a Happy New Year. I hope that this weather warms up, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.